It'll keep your face from getting any uglier. Just in time.
Who's this? Now, times like these seem to occur in SpongeBob quite often, and now I'd say they've broken the fourth wall more in the past couple years, and to some degree that is kind of true. But this stuff has been happening since basically the dawn of the show. And, well, what's the deal? Kind of simply put, there is an explanation posed by someone on Reddit I found in r/SpongeBob theory. I will leave a link to the Reddit thread down below so you guys can go and support this person's channel and all the people who help work on these theories. That theory has been labeled the Doppelgänger theory. And this one just kind of really intrigued me, one, because recently, thanks to one of my buddies, Josiah, I've gotten into this kind of popular category of horror on YouTube called analog horror. I don't know if you guys have heard of it or what it is, but it's basically something you just need to check out for yourself. And you've probably seen something in this aesthetic before, but it seems to have been gaining a lot of popularity, especially with people like MatPat and Wendigoon doing videos on these. Anyway, the buddy that I mentioned showed me this one called the Mandela Catalog. Now, you just have to watch it for yourself. This literally actually genuinely scared me, and I don't get scared super easily by horror shit, but wow. Now, I'm sure you can kind of guess what this series is about just based on the fact that I'm bringing it up in this SpongeBob theory, but in case you're a little slow or you just overlooked it, don't worry, I am too. In short, without spoiling too much, it's about doppelgangers. A doppelganger, in definition, is an apparition or double of a living person. Now, with that being said, I would just call them clones, but doppelganger is cooler. So with that being said, I'll probably interchange the word clone and doppelganger, just don't get confused, they're the same thing. So, if I had to ask you, what do these four characters have in common? What would your answer be? If you said that they're all voiced and played by the same person, ding 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 ding, you'd be correct. That is the man, the myth, the legend, Tom Kenny, which, assuming that you didn't just blow in from Stupid Town, is also the voice of our lovable SpongeBob. I mean SpongeBob. And which of one of the only few consistent human characters in the show do you see in this picture? Patchy the Pirate. Not only is he basically the head of the SpongeBob fan club, but ever since his first appearance in Christmas Who, which aired in 2000, he's been proving that our real world is somehow valid and consistent with the world of SpongeBob, or at least one very, very similar to ours. And it doesn't stop there. In a bonus feature from Disc 3 of the SpongeBob Complete First Season DVD, you can take a tour of SpongeBob's house, Squidward's house, the Krusty Krab, and Sandy's Tree Dome, while periodically getting a tour from Patchy the Pirate himself.
Ahoy, sponge lovers! I'm Patchy the Pirate, and welcome to the Bikini Bottoms Up Tour. Using the arrows and the enter button on your DVD remote, you can find out more about my favorite place on earth, Bikini Bottom. Well, let's get going.
It's also been shown that Patchy knows the French narrator who, may I add, has appeared in the show talking to none other than our favorite squirrel, Sandy Cheeks. SpongeBob's big birthday blowout, he was in the Krusty Slap at the same time Jim Bob was there, and he didn't even know who Tom Kenny is in Truth or Square. So what if this is only a joke for Patchy and Tom Kenny? Well, no, because we even see this in one of the main characters, and that is what I started the video with. That weird moment with Patrick from one of the most famous episodes of SpongeBob, and I'll play it back real quick.
It'll keep your face from getting any uglier. Just in time.
And that little gag with them looking exactly the same can put us in the mindset to safely assume that everyone in Bikini Bottom has a doppelganger. To prove my point, we can even look at shots like this. Oftentimes what in most shows could seem as lazy ways to fill up crowds, a lot of the fish seem to have people who look exactly the same as them, typically coming in pairs of about 2. Though I do think that this theory is valid and solid, there are a lot of questions or other theories that really could be posed because of this one. An example of one that I think that this theory could really help support and validate is one that Alex Bale, who does a lot of SpongeBob theories, has covered. It was the second one that he did, and it was called the television theory. Now, go check out his video. It should be up on the screen right now, and if it's not, go check the description or the comment section. But to briefly explain it in case you don't want to leave the video, basically SpongeBob breaks the fourth wall more than Deadpool ever has. In this one scene, SpongeBob and Mrs. Puff run into a scuba diver who was filming them. There's also a great another bonus feature that basically all but confirms Alex Bale's theory, but without talking about every point that he made in his video, so it gives you guys a reason to want to go and watch his if you haven't already. He brings up one point that I think basically solidifies almost every theory that people have been coming up with about SpongeBob and being tied to the real world, and that is from the promotion for the first SpongeBob movie, the only good one. And it's basically self-explanatory once I show you the clip, so I'm gonna go ahead and do that, and then we'll get to the conclusion.
SpongeBob, What kind of jellyfish is that?
It's not a jellyfish, Patrick. It's a spaceship.
Oh!
Hey guys, it's Carlos from the Zone. I was wondering if you could answer a few questions.
Questions? Run for your lives!
No, Pat, don't you see? It wants to learn about our world, and it's chosen us.
What? Yay! We've been chosen.
So basically, to wrap this whole video up, this theory makes a lot of sense and has a lot of evidence to back it up, and I'm so thankful that I found this one on Reddit because it really drives home that some of these theories, even though they're just speculation or fan theories, do actually seem to have a lot of evidence and could be true. Not only that, but I know SpongeBob wouldn't die anytime soon or really go off the air because it's still thriving, but it's the fact that things like this can still keep us talking about one of the greatest shows to ever air on television, in my opinion. Not even just cartoon wise, kind of like The Simpsons is elevated to a completely different level. It's the same way. If I was asked what my favorite TV shows are, I'd say The Office, The Simpsons, SpongeBob, things like that, you know? It doesn't always have to be cartoons. I know 2 out of 3 of those examples were, but you know, I just put it up there with things like even Dexter, even Breaking Bad. Like, SpongeBob has done a lot for pop culture and for the fans. But of course, you all know that already, so I'm gonna go ahead and shut up. Make sure to slap that like button, use some karate on the subscribe button, hit that bell if you would, and if you made it to the end of the video, make sure to comment ranch dressing, and I'll make sure to leave a heart on your comment. Thank you all so much for watching. I actually had fun making a video for the first time in a while, so if you guys would like to see more content like this, please make sure to also let me know because I'm 110% willing to do that. If you're new, I also do music on SoundCloud and Spotify, so I'll leave the link down below if you guys want to check that out. But yeah, I think that's it, so take care.
Feel the vibe when I'm dancing to the beat. Got 3 diamonds and 3 different girls of me. Got the Henny in my red cow. Oh, she got a